If you're a church or a nonprofit who wants to grow their presence on Instagram, I'm gonna teach you in this video a simple, powerful, and free strategy to do just that. It's gonna boost your presence online organically, and best of all, it's simple enough to assign to any volunteer. And if you stay till the end of the video, you're gonna see me implement this strategy and put it into practice myself. My name is Aaron, and I like to teach people about marketing. Okay, so let me break it down for you with a story. I'm a pastor of a church in South Florida, so when all this coronavirus broke out, and people weren't allowed to come to the church anymore and meet in person, all of our attentions were directed online, just like probably you and your organization or your business. Our children's ministries had to be now tailored for just online use. And then our outreach ministries had to be focused online. But what does that look like? Now, when we do outreach in person, outreach looks like where we drum up conversations, like meaningful conversations, face to face in person. From those conversations, we want to, keep those conversations going because that's how we build relationships and then, share the gospel or share our message with those people. So that's the basic strategy, but what does that actually look like online? Well, I'm glad you asked because Instagram is a great place to do that. Let me break down some of the demographics for Instagram. Of people who are ages 18 to 24, there are 75% of them who have an Instagram account. People ages 25 to 29, 57%. Ages 30 to 49, 47%. That's really interesting. Ages 50 to 64, 23%. And people ages 65 and up, 8%. Why is this? Well, because you got the kids on Instagram. You got the parents wanting to show off the kids on Instagram. And you got the grandparents wanting to see the kids who are on Instagram from the parents. This is just building the case of why Instagram is such a powerful platform for your church or nonprofit to be on. I got this data from AdExpresso, so credit to them for all they're doing. Okay, so you ready for the strategy? Leave meaningful comments on everything. This technique is used by an entrepreneur named Gary Vee, and he calls it the $80 strategy. But because of this strategy, we have been able to build relationships, learn about people's stories, take prayer requests, learn about the needs of our community. We've had some really good conversations with people who already support us and with people who might not be so familiar with our church. Let's talk about the step-by-step process of what we actually do. Okay, so I'm on my phone right now, and I am on my main page of the church website, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and click into the first post, and this is how you basically grow. There are two ways to grow. One is outbound on Instagram and one's inbound on Instagram. When you grow out or inbound on Instagram, that is where you use these hashtags at the bottom as you see here. Sunlight Church Online, hashtag devotional, hashtag prayer, and you include these in your posts. Now, this is a way to be discovered by people who are searching up those hashtags and relevant hashtags, and you pop up. The problem is that it's kind of slow, you're kind of waiting for people to come at you. But there is a more aggressive and proactive strategy that you can use to grow, and this is what I'm going to teach you today. So you basically scroll down and you look for comments or look for posts that you can leave meaningful comments on. So we'll go into here. This is a kid rapping. His name is Chandler, and and he's shouting out his friends here. It's not really something that we could probably post a lot on. But look at this: Drew pole vaulted 420 foot plus toss. So we're gonna like that, and then we're gonna comment. What an arm, Drew! Way to beat Corona outside. Fires. Boom. And there you go. And it's called the $0.98 rule because you're leaving your 2 cents on every post. Okay, that's the basic premise. And you do this 99 times a day. Okay, 99 times a day. I'm going to show you some techniques to do this and how to find. So when you're going through your own followers' posts, you're going to like everything, and you're going to say, "Looks great, man. Wish we were there too. Can't wait to share. Looks great, man. Wish we were there too. What should we say here? See, it takes consume it and then really think through what we want to say here. Super cook. Uh-oh, I put super cool. Okay, how do I edit this? Okay, we're gonna leave that. I put super cool. This is what you get. Okay, it's okay to rest when you are tired. Self-care is not selfish. Okay, so this person has 2 likes within 28 minutes. Okay, so we're gonna say something like, so these are the type of comments or posts that you want to see, is because when you leave a comment, it's so powerful. No one's leaving meaningful comments. They're just kind of saying, oh, awesome. And so the more meaningful the comment, and the last two weren't that meaningful, but this one I'm going to try to really take care of. It's okay to rest when you are tired. Self-care is not selfish. Amen. Amen. Sometimes we work so hard for others, which is what we are called to do, but we also need that rest and refueling from Jesus. Keep up the great work and the great resting. Nope. Great rest. Resting. You deserve it. Praying for you and your fam. Boop. Post. All right, we're gonna keep on going. Rocco Cantalupo, TNT. Looks amazing. Big respect and way to beat Corona. Mail a hug, an easy way for kids to brighten the friends you love. This idea is so cute. Great way to keep in touch and with great way for kids to keep in touch with their friends and to get a craft out of it as well. Post. The lights just went out, okay, but whatever. That's good. What are we gonna watch Narcos today? Are we gonna watch Narcos today? Yes, but skip into, I don't know that. Okay, 2 kids, just a few Easter. They are so adorable. Hope you guys had a great Easter. What did you guys do? Okay, so you got the premise of it. Just comment on everything. Lights are back on, and that was phase 1, to comment on the people who are already following your account. Phase 2 is to follow and comment on the hashtags. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into the search here, you see that, search, and we're gonna type in something like church, okay? And then we're gonna search tags up here, and we're gonna pick church, boom. So here, we're gonna go into, not the top, it tends to be overcrowded with like all the comments. We're gonna go into recent, because these are the most recent posts, and this was 20 seconds ago, right? And we're just gonna start commenting and doing the same. Looks like a cool church. Now, why would you wanna do this? Well, because if you're a church who has gone online, remember, you have no physical location anymore. You're not the walls, you're not the building. Your presence is now worldwide. So who cares if they're in New York and I'm in Florida? Or who cares if they're, Oklahoma or Brazil or wherever? Yeah, you're the church. You're supposed to be everywhere. You get supporters, you get members, you get anywhere. So the church is, you can't think like you're in this little box in this little building anymore. You're everywhere, baby. You're everywhere. Okay, so let's keep it going. So yeah, look at this. So grant him life empty now. But so, amen. Love to see the church spreading this message online. Love to see the church online. Keep on going. Okay, so that's the second thing, is to comment on these hashtags. Okay, now that one, it's kind of harder, just to be honest, because it's so global, so worldwide. So that's why we can't pick the top. We have to pick the recent ones, because that's where your comment will be most likely seen. Okay, now we're going to talk about local reach for your church or nonprofit. Okay, so we're going to go into our search here. We're going to go into okay, so here's where we go. Here's the search bar. We're going to type in Port St. Lucie, and then we're going to go into places, top right, and we're going to just pick this. Boom, Port St. Lucie. This is the place where I'm at. Now, okay, this is a good example of what not to do if you're a church or a nonprofit. You want to make sure you avoid like skimpy pictures like this if it doesn't match with your brand. You know what I mean? And this is like, I feel bad. I should take that name off, but I feel, I'm not. If it's on the edge, if it's going to the edge, I just choose to avoid it at all costs. Okay, so that's just like nothing political, nothing kind of even a little risky to like say, hey, what's going on? That could be like misinterpreted. You could say something and someone take the fringe like meaning of it and it's taken and run with it. Nothing racy. So like that kid who was rapping, if there's like obscene lyrics or something in there, you want to make sure you don't say like cool man, like that. None of that. So like no booty pictures, just steer clear unless you're not a church, unless you're like a nightclub or something. Then you watch this, then you could do that kind of stuff, I guess, but that's just not going to be me. The last and fourth piece of it is just to make sure you reply to your DMs. Just making sure you reply to these people. But you can also go into these areas and then like DM someone. Like if you see something, and when you DM someone, it's when you direct message someone, it's making sure that it's relevant. Why are you contacting this person? If they're posting something like my life is terrible, or I don't know, something like serious, that's when I wouldn't comment. That's when I would DM. And then that's the fourth piece. And so yeah, that's how you basically do it. I'm gonna sit here and go through some more of these, and I'll tell you what I would post. What I will post actually. So if it's something like this, let's see. We're so grateful for this CEO group, mixed laptops and so well. So thanks. So yeah, you have to like really just kind of read it and say, so good to see people do good during these times. Post. Okay, let's just keep on going. And yeah, that's what you're gonna do. You could also, celebrities count. This is Lecrae, so if you comment on it, maybe he'll comment back. Who knows? But look, there's 106 comments. He probably doesn't comment back on everyone. Yeah, he doesn't comment back on everyone. Yeah. So you want to, post with just one comment, and then you win one person at a time, especially if you're doing the places tag, and you don't have to do Port St. Lucie. You could do big places that, are around. So this is First Data Field. It's our baseball stadium. So we could go there. You go recent, and then you just keep on posting right here. So this is 21 hours ago, missing baseball as well. Can't wait to see all the action next season. So yeah. So anyway, thanks guys for watching this tutorial. If you have any other questions or you want to watch any other videos, please subscribe, click the bell, and I'll see you in the next video.